Hi, my name is Marcel Kaczorowski and you're watching Stay Out. Welcome to our Formula 1 Beginner's Guide. Let's start with the most important question. Why is it called Formula 1? F1, Formula 1, refers to it being the highest category of open-wheel racing. Just to clarify, open wheel means those cars have no roofs. See, in F1 we have two championships. The first is what we call WDC, World Driver Championship, and the second one is the Constructors' Championship. This championship is only for the teams themselves, it's not individual like the WDC. After each race, the drivers are awarded certain amount of points. The first place gets 25, second one gets 18, and so on until the 10th place, which only gets a single point. The teams get the combined number of points of both of their drivers. For example, if I finish in the first position and you finish in the second position, that means our team will get 25 plus 18, so we will get 43 points. This season there are 11 teams and 22 drivers, meaning that each team has 2 drivers. Formula 1 races every other Sunday between March and December. Almost every other Sunday. It depends on the schedule that is released before the start of the season, so usually it is every other Sunday, but sometimes there are exceptions. What's also worth noting is that there is usually a 1-month-long break in July. We call it the summer break. Formula 1 races are divided into 3 parts. There is the training, there's the qualifying, and then there is the race itself. Sometimes, as I said, there are also sprint races. We're not going to talk about them today. Weeks when Formula 1 races are called race weeks, and weekends are called race weekends. So today we're going to focus on normal race weekends, so without the sprint race. In a normal scenario, Formula 1 is comprised of 3 parts: training, qualifying, and the race itself. Training, as the name suggests, allows drivers to train on track, get the first-hand experience, and test different strategies. Qualifying is all about speed. Drivers need to set the fastest lap possible during the limited time that they have. Qualifying is comprised of 3 sessions. Q1 is when all 22 drivers can be on track and try to set their fastest laps. After that, the bottom 6 will be disqualified and the rest will compete in Q2. Q2, as the name suggests, is the second qualifying session. After the session ends, the bottom 6 will also drop out, leaving only the 10 fastest for Q3. Q3 is where the fun begins. The top 10 drivers will compete to get the pole position, meaning first position. This is very crucial as you as a driver want to be as close to the front of the pack as possible to gain an advantage. The next session is the race. That's where all drivers will compete in the order that they've set during the qualifying. The whole weekend is called Grand Prix, meaning in French Grand Prize. After the race finishes, the top 3 finishers will stand on podium and get their trophies. Every couple of meters there are marshals along the track waving colored flags to indicate what is happening to the drivers. Let's break them down. Green means that the track is clear. Normal racing conditions apply. Yellow means that there is danger ahead. Drivers must slow down and there is no overtaking allowed. Double yellow means that there is serious danger ahead. Red means that the race is immediately stopped. All drivers must slow down and return to the pits. Blue is waved to lapped cars. That means that the car being lapped needs to let the faster car overtake them. Failure to do so will result in time penalty. Black and white. Black and white flag warns drivers of unsportsmanlike behavior and acts as a warning. There is also a meatball flag. When it's being waved, it means that you have a damage that needs to be repaired immediately. F1 cars are powered by hybrid V6 1.6 liter engines. Half of their power is generated by ICE, internal combustion engine, and the other half by electric systems. Throughout the lap, the energy is being recovered via ERS, Energy Recovery System. This system allows drivers to use the energy that would otherwise be wasted to power the car and give them more horsepower when needed. It's also worth noting that teams can either buy or make their own engines. Some teams, like Mercedes or Ferrari, decide to make their own engines. It's more costly, but they can tune them to their own preferences. Other teams like McLaren or Haas need to buy them as it's too expensive for them to create their own engines. So as you can see, the cars don't use normal road tires. They use what we call slicks, meaning that they are slick. Before each race weekend, Pirelli, which is the official tire supplier, decides which compounds are going to be available for this race. Dry weather tires can range from C1 being the hardest to C5 being the softest. Pirelli will decide which of those are going to be available based on different factors, such as the track itself, the weather, the air temperature. Let's say that they decide that this weekend we're going to have C1s, C2s and C3s. C1s will be marked the hardest tire and will be called hards. Those tires are going to be marked with white stripes. C2s are going to be called mediums and are going to be marked with yellow stripe. C3s will be labeled as softs and will have red markings. You might be wondering why there are different tire compounds. Softer tires give you more grip, more acceleration, more braking, as they stick to the ground better. The downside is that they deteriorate way faster. On the other side, harder compounds give you less grip, they are also more difficult to warm up, however, they last longer. There are also two wet weather tires. The ones with green markings are called intermediates or inters. They are used when the track is wet. Simple as that. However, the blue tires that are called wets, they are usually not used. You might be wondering why. They are designed in a way that they work the best when the conditions are extremely bad. But usually when we get to those conditions, the races are usually cancelled. So they are probably the least used tire in F1. Pit stop refers to a situation where a driver comes back to pits to either change their tires or to repair the damage. Drivers have to use at least 2 compounds of dry tires per race, meaning if they start on softs, they need to change to either mediums or hards. Failure to do so will result in penalty. Whenever a driver gets a time penalty and wants to do a pit stop, they need to wait the amount of time of that penalty before anything can be done to the car. So, if I get 5-second penalty, I will need to wait 5 seconds before my mechanics do anything with my car. They cannot even touch it. There is also a drive-through penalty, which is like the most serious penalty that you can get. Basically, that means that you need to slow down to the pits, you need to go to the pits and drive through without performing a pit stop, which is usually around 25 to 35 seconds of penalty. If you do not serve the penalty during the race, it will be added to your finishing score. For example, if I finish first, and you finish 3 seconds behind me, and I have a 5-second time penalty, I will be second and you will be first. I think that this video covers everything that you need to know for your first race. You know everything you need to know to have fun and watch Formula 1. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any ideas for future episodes, share them. Like and subscribe and see you soon.